Hello, everyone. Welcome. It's so good to be back. It's good to have you back. Oh, what a day. What a time. What a life. Welcome. A couple of you are here early, and I always appreciate that. So thank you in advance for interacting with this video. I know, yeah, I can count on y'all. Let me know who's here. I'm excited to see you again. Thank you for giving me 2 weeks off. I know you didn't have any input in it, but I still appreciate it. You were all patient, and you're back. Some of you, which is great. Yeah. Let's see. It is time for us to go ahead and get started. So, sorry, just a second. Hi. Past, right? Yeah. Present and future are just over there. Oh, this is tense. Sorry about that. Yeah. Another time. Ooh, okay. Sometimes you win some and sometimes you lose some. Anyway, welcome to the bar, everyone. My name is Ansel Birch, the Indecisionist, and I will be your dungeon barkeep today. It is fabulous to have you all back, and we are going to make a brand new nerdy cocktail today using the roll of some gaming dice and my unending willingness to try anything once. And tell you what, I will drink whatever I make, even if it looks pretty awful. And today, there is a decent chance of that because today is my tribute to Fernet. That's right, Fernet. You may have never heard of it. I don't know. Some people haven't. Fernet is a digestive or digestif, or however it's supposed to be said. It is from the Czech Republic, and it is a very, very strong flavor. It is going to be replacing the beloved Saucy Wench Bloody Mary mix once that runs out. I have about enough for like one more cocktail. So this is going to be what eventually takes that place. Unless I get more Bloody Mary mix, at which point this will just go in the mix somewhere else and replace something else. But it's definitely going to be added to the mix soon, so I wanted to give you guys a little bit of a preview of it. I'm not going to do a one-shot of this one. Well, actually, I might still do a one-shot of this one, but I was so excited about it that I wanted to feature it today, and so that is what we're going to do. Today, whatever else happens, there's going to be Fernet in the mix. That's going to happen. Patty Smith, you say you never left? I'm so, I'm honored, but get a sandwich. Although we don't serve sandwiches here. Not after the incident. What we do, however, since I'm not a professional mixologist, I have no idea what I'm doing, just like anybody slinging shots this side of the Goblin Caves. I'm making it up as I go along. But to help me make it up as I go along like any good nerd, I have a set of gaming dice. Those gaming dice are going to decide every single thing that goes into these cocktails. And, so all that being said, I think it's time for us to go ahead and get started with our first roll of the night. Buckle in, friends. All right, first roll of the night is going to be a D4. This is going to choose an essential mixer. All right, got a 1 on that list, so we're going to put triple sec in here. That's going to be good. Now I have a D6. This is going to pick a garnish. All right. 6 on the garnish chart, so bitters. All right, so triple sec and bitters with Fernet. I got myself into this mess. All right. Next up is going to be a D8. This will pick a less essential mixer. This is where the Fernet is eventually going to end up, probably in the number 7 slot, although I might also replace one of the sodas with it. All right, so 6. So soda water. All right, soda water. As I discussed 2-3 weeks ago, I am actually planning to do sort of a soda water taste test. So keep an eye on the channel for that. That won't be a live thing. That'll happen as an edited video that I do on purpose with actual time. Those take forever, so I don't do them very often. But I'm gonna try and do more of them coming up. Next is a D10. This is going to choose a liquor for our drink. All right, so here's a D10. 4. All right, so oh, this took a turn just there. That right there is where this took a turn. Okay. Absinthe, Fernet, triple sec, and soda water. Yep. Okay. Here we are. Are you not entertained? All right. Now we've got a D12 to choose a bar term for our mildly educational section of the show. I don't have the camera up, so I'll roll here and let you see the 4. And then 4 on that is dirty. Dirty is usually when you add the juice of whatever you're putting into your drink. So if it's like bar cherries, you can put a little bit of that cherry juice. Or more frequently, it's olives, and you put a little olive brine in there, and that brininess counteracts some of the sweetness in, say, vermouth. So that is dirty. I don't think there's going to be any reasonable way to make this dirty. This is already off to a pretty rough start, but I'll keep an eye open. What do you know? It could happen. Patty Smith says that mustache won't protect you from this. You are so right. Also, yo, Ink.Viking Chick. All right, so it is time. The time is upon us to choose the star of the show, the final die roll of this madness, which is to pick a name. And as usual, I have a new list of 20 names here. And these all come from suggestions given to me online. So have a look at that list there. If you'd like to suggest other names like these ones to go on the list, you can do that at indecisionist.com/dungeonbarkeep, and there's a link in the doobly-doo. All right, so there's our D20. That is an 8, which on today's list is the Mimic. It's kind of appropriate that we got Mimic for something that is gonna look like a real cocktail and have things that real cocktails have in them. But I suspect this is not going to be a real cocktail. But there's only one way to find out, so let's head over to the bar top cam and take a look. All right, so here we are on the bar top cam, and I am going to start us off with a jigger. There we go. That's going to be a good place to start. I don't see any reason to shake what we're doing today. So I am going to go ahead and build this in a mixing tin without shaking. So we'll go ahead and start with a few d6 of cold damage. And then the star of the show, Fernet. Ooh. Let's see. This might be the saving grace of this whole thing. So I'm going to go ahead and do a heavier amount than you would usually do in a cocktail. I'm going to give this 3/4 of an ounce of Fernet. And that was very cute to turn that around so you could see it, but now I can't see it, so. All right, so 3/4 of an ounce of Fernet. That is a lot. This is a strong flavor, but it's got to play with the absinthe, and that's a tall order. That is a tall order. All right. Triple sec. Okay, the triple sec is going to be the only real sweetness in this cocktail. So, yeah, let's do a whole ounce. Ink.Viking Chick asks if I ever added Malort. No, we still haven't gotten to 500 subscribers. The subscriber thing has sort of dropped off precipitously, and I'm still hopeful that I'll get a rise back up when I start doing more edited material, since that seems to attract people. But we will see. That is something that I'm still in the consideration phases of. So thank you for asking. Okay. So that's the triple sec absinthe. All right, got my Pernod Absinthe. This is a very Euro drink, aside from the triple sec, which is going to throw us all the way off. Absinthe you want to do in light amounts, both because it is potent and because it is powerful in flavor. So I'm going to go ahead and give that a half. That's a quarter. Okay, we're going to do a quarter ounce of absinthe to start. The Fernet is already alcoholic. The absinthe is alcoholic. So we're not pouring light on this one, even though it may seem it. All right. Am I forgetting anything? I've got my essentials, my garnish, my mixer, my liquor. Okay, I think that's everything. Obviously, the soda water will come last. So all we have to do now is give it a stir. And apparently I left my stir spoon, my bar spoon, probably in the washing up. All right. So that is stirred. It is chilled. The outside of the tin is nice and chilled, so that's a good sign. This is a fancy drink. Absinthe and Fernet says fancy to me, so we're going to serve it in a coupe. You may have noticed I really like coupes, and yeah, I don't know. I do. That is just a fact. All right. So it's kind of perfect. Short pour there. And now we'll top it with, this is sparkling seltzer water. As previously mentioned, there is some disagreement about the differences between sparkling mineral water, club soda, sparkling water, seltzer, and I'm going to try and get to the bottom of that eventually. But there, for now, is our drink. So let's go back up to the other camera and see how we like it. All right. Psycho Pyro just asked if the triple sec is in. Yes, the triple sec went in. So triple sec, absinthe, Fernet, and now seltzer water. So let's give this a try. Okay. I'm gonna say this. It's not good, but it's better than it could be. Wow, wow. There's just a lot going on here. Triple sec is an aggressive citrus orange liqueur. Fernet has a like woody herbal, that's the word I wanted. It's got like an herbal cast to it, and that is working with the absinthe. The absinthe is actually taking a back seat, which is, if you try making cocktails with absinthe, you'll know that's a feat. Getting anything that will fight absinthe and do okay is impressive. I think if I'm going to look for an upside here, the upside is that I've just learned something. I think that Fernet and absinthe might have a future together. I ship this. The triple sec, though, nah. Nah, I don't think that needed to happen. I don't think that needed to be there. I also think that the seltzer water, it's just not bringing anything to the party. Patty Smith says I'll find out how bad it is when in a couple hours it reappears on my mustache. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. They're not better when they're stale. Okay, so this is the Mimic. And as predicted, the Mimic, let's see, the color is pretty close on camera. It's a little bit lighter in real life than it's appearing on the video, but it's this beautiful, like, I'm about to try and describe color, so bless me in advance. It's a beautiful, like, golden, brown, reddy, orangey sort of thing. Burnt umber? I don't know. It's pretty. I like it. It's pretty. So it does look in many ways like a proper cocktail. It's pretty. It smells boozy. It's, if you saw it on the counter, you might pick it up and drink it, thinking it's a perfectly normal cocktail, only to find out that it has giant teeth and will rip your arm off. Inked Out Viking Chick is agreeing that it's amber colored. Yeah, I think amber is a good description for this color. So now we get to the part where we have to ask, what kind of adventure would our heroes run into a drink like this in? And I wonder if you're doing a dungeon crawl, and it's growing on me. That's a little disturbing. If you're doing a dungeon crawl and your party runs into like an interdimensional puzzle, I think it's going to be one of those rooms where there's a fountain and a bunch of decor that has to be explained, only some of which is going to come into play, but it all has to be there so you don't know immediately which things to play with. One of those classic dungeons where there's a lot of detail and some narrative has gotten lost along the way, so there's like mysteries to it that you get to infer after the fact. One of these old school dungeons that's got like an inscription on the floor, and maybe like a pool of universal solvent, and then some I don't know, some other like goop that's gonna be lying around, and you have to like figure out what to do with this pool of goop, because it's clearly there for a reason. I think this is the cocktail you serve to your adventurers as they're figuring out what the pool of goop is for, because I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm kind of into this pool of goop. Again, I wouldn't have drunk this on purpose, and I probably won't again, but it is growing on me, and I really do think there's potential between the Fernet and the absinthe. So, friends, that is the Mimic, our first cocktail back after 2 weeks away. I hope that you enjoyed yourself, and I really appreciate you all being here. I appreciate everybody who watches live and everybody who watches after the fact. And I want to tell you that I am giving a lot of thought to how this channel is going to look in the future. I know I say that with some frequency, and it's because I am constantly thinking about ways to improve the channel. So I may be going to a model starting in August where I do fewer live shows and more taped shows. So in the chat, or in the comments, because the chat goes away, in the comments on this video, or feel free to send me a message through the contact page at indecisionist.com. Just let me know if you have any thoughts about that. If there's anything you'd like to see, if you have ideas that you would like to see me consider, or if you want to say, no, I desperately want you to keep the live streams, let me know that too. I find that very edifying. I'm a narcissist just like anybody. So all that being said, friends, thank you so much for joining me here once again for the Dungeon Barkeep. Links to things I'm plugging are in the doobly-doo. Nothing urgent is happening, so you get a week without plugs. drink adventurously.